Good morning. Here is today's word of blessings for you. Psalms 25:16-21. Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. Relieve the troubles of my heart and free me from my anguish. Look on my affliction and my distress and take away all my sins. See how numerous are my enemies and how fiercely they hate me. Guard my life and rescue me, do not let me be put to shame, for I take refuge in you. May integrity and uprightness protect me, because my hope, Lord, is in you. Today's title is Are You Lonely? Are you lonely? Are you in trouble? Is your heart heavy from sins you have committed and the guilt from it? If you are not alone. We all go through such trouble and loneliness. What's important to know is that you don't have to go through such loneliness and affliction by yourself. God is willing to be at your side to help you and get you out of trouble at such a time. In fact, such a time of loneliness and affliction is a good opportunity to experience God's presence more deeply than ever. Jacob fled from his Esau after he stole his brother's blessings. While he was on the run, he had to sleep at a remote mountainous place all by himself. It probably was the first time for Jacob to sleep out of his house. He must have felt great fear and loneliness. He used a stone as a pillow. But the lonely moment for Jacob became the most momentous time for Jacob's life. At the very lonely moment and place, God appeared to him and showed the vision of heaven. God assured him that he will be with Jacob wherever he goes. We see that David, who is the author of today's psalm, is in a similar situation. He is in deep trouble, probably from sins that he committed. Numerous enemies are chasing him, seeking his life. No wonder he is lonely and afflicted. Did you ever felt like this before? Or are you perhaps feeling this way now? How would you get out of trouble? This psalm shows us how. Call upon the Lord. Cry out to him. Say to God what you are going through and where you are. Ask for his protection and help earnestly. And don't stop hoping in God. That's exactly what David did. And we can safely assume that God heeded his outcry. God doesn't ignore such outcry of his people. He rescues them and guards their life. In fact, David was in situations like this so many times. He had to be on the run from King Saul, who chased him so fiercely. He was on the run again from his own son Absalom. At the time, many of his close friends and soldiers betrayed him too. And this was how he got out of trouble. He cried out to God desperately and frankly. His God never fails to heed such outcries. Are you lonely and afflicted? Are you heavy-hearted with deep anguish? Turn to God. Take refuge in him. Call upon him. Our God is God of the greatest compassion. He will be at your side before you know it. Amen.